What's poppin' YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. In this video we're talking about if you have a Pisces Rising. And now pause for the cause. If you're just starting off on this channel, if you just saw this video, if you don't understand how important it is to learn about yourself through astrology, like vitally, drastically, hold on, let me move closer. Hella important to learn about yourself through astrology. You have to learn about yourself through astrology. If you're just beginning on this spiritual journey of self-knowledge, of self-love, of learning about yourself, there's a couple of videos I put in the description box. You got to watch them first so you can become hip to the knowledge of what I'm going to talk about in this video. So if you just looked at your natal chart, your birth chart, and you realize you're a Pisces rising, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it popping, shall we? Now, before I even start, if you have a Pisces rising, I want you to understand that you are extremely rare when it comes to human or mankind, when it comes to the collective. Pisces rising placement is extremely rare. Like, it was kind of hard making this list of celebrities because y'all are a very, very rare placement. So if you have a Pisces rising, understand that you're very special, and you really have, like, even more important for you to understand your purpose in this life, because your purpose in this life is completely different than a lot of people. So boom, if you don't know what a rising sign is, by the way, I want y'all to picture getting a package, right? The rising sign is your outer presentation and how you first present yourself when you're in social situations and how people perceive you when they first meet you. So picture getting a package. In this case, we're talking about Pisces rising. So the gift wrap paper for a Pisces rising will be like mystical, or like has to do with the universe and spiritual. So like a mystical wrapping paper. When you take out the wrapping paper, your rising sign, your outer presentation, you take out the item. Let's say it's a Michael Kors watch. The name Michael Kors watch is like the brand name. So that's your sun sign. So your sun sign is like your brand name. It's like your core energy, your general energy is like your brand name. You look inside the watch and see the design, see the gears, and see how it's made on the inside. That's like your moon sign. It's like how you're made on the inside, your inner self, your emotional self, how you react to things emotionally. So your rising sign, your outer presentation, how you first present yourself, the vibrations you give off to people, the gift wrap paper. You take out the gift wrap paper, take out the item. It's a Michael Kors watch, the brand name, the general item, your sun sign, your brand name, your general core energy. Look inside the watch to see how it's designed, the way the numbers are the way the numbers are created, the way the numbers are designed, the way the gears are working, to how the watch works internally. That is your moon sign. That's your inner self, your emotional self. Very important to know these three key placements in your whole chart to start off learning about yourself and get on to becoming more self-knowledgeable about your energies. So if you have a Pisces rising, I'm gonna give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all can visually see what Pisces rising look like and act like in reality. So to start off, we got the man himself, rest in peace. Like I said, a very rare placement. Michael Jackson, very rare placement. But then also we have Whitney Houston, Kourtney Kardashian, Billie Eilish, Bruno Mars, Dr. Phil, Richard Pryor, George Lopez, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, Tony Hawk, and Jimmy Fallon. So now when I think about Pisces rising, the first thing I think about when it comes to Pisces rising is somebody that is extremely, I'm going to say, beautiful. Now peep how I didn't say sexy like the Scorpio. I didn't say physically attractive like a Libra. I didn't say strikingly attractive like a Sagittarius. I said beautiful. So Pisces, the energy you give off Pisces rising is like people are naturally drawn to you because they're like, you're so mystical in your energy and your vibration and your aura. It's like, it's beautiful to a lot of people. So people, you find people staring at you for no reason. Is because like they're just in awe of how like your energy is and how beautiful your energy gives off to people. Now Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So now remember, Neptune is like the god of the seas. So Pisces energy is like, a lot of Pisces women feel like mermaids. Now think back the way mermaids used to lure the sailors in by being like mystical and like, it's not even like sexy, but just being mystical and alluring. like that kind of energy, like that kind of like, it's like you don't know who you're looking at, because behind like their physical, their mind is like connected to the universe. Like they're really like deep into the spiritual realm. So it's like what you see is not what you get. It's like it's kind of deceiving in a way, but it's like they could lure you by just like, they could really change themselves easily to any situation. They're mutable. So their physical appearance is like they're very mystical and beautiful. And now they say Pisces rising a lot, like when they're walking around, they look like they're high all the time, or they look like they're not in the present moment, or they look like their mind is somewhere else, or they're spaced out. They say that they have like a lot of chinky eyes, like they just be walking around like they like stoners or whatever. But the reason why they have that look, as like they're not in the present moment, or they're always high or something, or they're just like their mind is not here, is because, like I said, they're ruled by two fish. One fish is in reality, and one fish is in the spiritual realm. I have a Pisces video if you want more detail on the Pisces energy, but they always have to constantly battle being between reality and being in the spiritual realm, like constantly. So when they're in reality, their mind is in the spiritual realm. So what you will find being in Pisces rising is like living in this matrix. I'll say this matrix that we live in, which is like the way that we're brainwashed to believe we're supposed to live, which is go to school, go to college, 9 to 5, and work. Like that matrix, like that rat race that everybody's trying to work hard for money and all that. You're gonna notice that that is not you. That's not what you're here for. That's not your purpose. So like keeping like a regular 9 to 5 job might be really hard for y'all, because you really truly deep down feel it like internally that this is not your purpose, to like give your life for something that's meaningless, like a job. So you have like an inner connection with the higher power, with the universe. You're extremely empathic to energies, like you're really sensitive to feeling the energies around you. So you're gonna realize, like I said, keeping a 9 to 5 job, you're gonna realize like that mundane, everyday thing, living in the matrix, being like a human being in the matrix of doing the same thing every day, doing mundane things that don't have no like inner meaning, means nothing to you. So it's gonna be really hard for y'all if you don't know your purpose in life. You're gonna realize like life is just gonna be really annoying to you. Like reality is gonna be really annoying to you. Like the matrix, living in reality, is just doesn't add up, or doesn't balance out the other spiritual realm that you feel and you really deeply understand. So what y'all have to really try to do is like, all of y'all probably are really artistic in a way. And the reason why you're really artistic and like to be creative is because, like I said, your mind is always in the spiritual realm. So whenever you have like spiritual messages, or like you get like ideas or something, put it on paper, either whether it's writing poetry, whether it's drawing, or working out, or dancing, anything artistic. You should really try to like find a way to monetize your artistic flair, your artistic talent, and in a way to make a living for yourself. Because it's 9 to 5 matrix living that they want us to all go to school. 9 to 5 is not the way that Pisces rising works. Pisces risings live in the spiritual realm even deeper than a Pisces sun. Because like remember, Neptune is the planet that rules Pisces. So your chart ruler is Neptune, and Neptune is everything that you do in life. You're going to be doing it through the lens of Neptune. Now Pisces, every sign has 2 words that describes them. Pisces is I believe. So imagination is like everything to Pisces energy. Pisces rising, you're so good at like having grand ideas, a grand imagination. You could see things so clearly in your head. You could find it harder to like put things out into words, but you can feel things so well and so clearly and so internally that it's kind of scary to yourself if you don't understand like the kind of energies you have. Like you subconsciously walk in a room and automatically can feel the energies of everybody. And what happens is like when you're around, like this is why it's very important to know the kind of people that you're around, because people that you're around, their energy affects your energy 100%. Like you don't even know you're doing this sometimes if you're not aware. But what you could do is like when you meet somebody, you can automatically feel their energy. You can relate to their energy because, like I said, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's every single zodiac put together. into one sign. So Pisces has been there, done that, has felt every single emotion that humanity has felt. They've been like a Aries before, they've been like a Scorpio before, they've been like every sign before, and they're on the last stage of life, which is going back to source. So you can relate to everybody. So you're really like empathic to people's feelings because you can relate to them. And what happens is you can read their energy, you can read their vibration, and automatically you like to like change your energy to match theirs or to complement theirs or to make theirs more comfortable. So if you're around negative people all the time, you're going to feel drained because you have to constantly change your energy to match theirs or to make them feel comfortable or to like be of service to them, because you don't like people, you don't like hurting people's feelings, you don't like making people feel bad. So you always feel the need to like put your needs to the side or put your like feelings to the side to make somebody else's feelings like matter to them, or to please somebody in a way that's like please somebody energy wise, because Pisces is the opposite of Virgo. Remember, Virgo loves to help people. They feel like their purpose in life is to be of service to people. So having that same, being on the same axis, having that similar energy, Pisces, when it comes to the spiritual side of life, because you can read people, like you can read people better than anybody else in the zodiac. You can read people because you can really feel their energy, and you can relate to every person's energy because you've been there, done that. Like anybody you meet, automatically, you don't even know you're doing this, automatically you could like look at them and y'all having a conversation, you feel the vibration, you feel their energy, you can see like their soul, like you can see what kind of like you look people past their skin, like you look them for their spiritual like soul kind of thing. So you will see their energy and automatically you will change yours to match theirs or to make them feel comfortable. So when you're around people all the time, you will notice that you will feel drained because you're constantly having to change your energy, having to like please people or having to be of service to people when it comes to energy. So being a Pisces rising, isolation is like the go-to for everything. When you feel drained, when you feel overwhelmed and anxious, isolation for you is everything, because you're putting all that, because like you're stopping your body from subconsciously having to change energies and mix in with people and having to like blend in with people, because you're mutable, so you're always constantly changing, the chameleon. When you're isolating yourself, you can put all that energy into yourself. You can really sit back and like really like reflect on everything that's happening in your life. You can really have a higher picture and you'll get messages from the universe. So when you're isolating yourself, you could put all that healing energy into yourself. Now it's very important for y'all because like I said, in the lymphatic system, the lymph nodes or the lymph cells are the cells that are clear, that go through the body and they soak up all the toxins. So everywhere you go, you're going to soak up energy from people. So if you're around negative people, you're going to soak that up and it's going to affect you like big time. Like I said, you subconsciously change your energy to mix in and match with people around you because you like being of service to people. You love being empathic. You love helping people. You love giving people your help because you're a natural healer. Like that's what you're here to do, is to heal people with your energy, with your spiritual energy, because you're the last sign. So you've been here, done that. You're very mature, like the old soul, like you've been here, done that, very mature. So you like to heal people with your energy. If you don't heal yourself, you'll find that it drains you out big time. So like the biggest advice is to learn isolation. You don't have to always be around people all the time because the people you're around affects you big time. Pisces rising is a type to see everything on a very extremely deep level. Like I said, they read between the lines in every situation. Wherever they are, they're not just in the reality, they're not just in the matrix, they're also in the spiritual realm. So they see energies rather than just seeing things for what it is. So that's why you will always find yourself daydreaming. It's because you're in reality, like you're at work or you're at school, like you're right there, but then your mind is in the spiritual realm, and all of a sudden you will get like images in your head, like visions in your head, like you just see things in your head, like will just pop up, and you will find yourself going or becoming lost in that if you don't know how to balance out being in reality and being in the spiritual realm. So one superpower that you could have with this is being able to manifest whatever you want, because you have the ability to really envision what you want in life. So what will help you if you could balance out being in reality and being in the spiritual realm is when you're envisioning something, imagination is A1. When you could put that into like reality, into practical things, like envisioning something and putting in the work practically to make it happen, you could really manifest anything that you want, because your manifestation is all about your mind and what you could think about. What you think is what you attract. Since your imagination is so out this world, you can really imagine any life that you want. If you put in the work in reality, find that balance, you can really live the life that you want. So now let's break y'all up real quick. Let's look at the house placements. So you have Pisces in your first house. In your fourth house, fourth sign of the zodiac is Cancer. So fourth house represents Cancer type things, your family, your home life, things that are dear to you, things that you hold close to your heart, and also your emotions. So for you, your the fourth house is in Gemini. So that means like in your family life, whether your moon is aspected good or bad, the fourth house represents in your family. It was probably like a lot of communication was like running free in the family home. Like communication was A1 around everybody. If it was negatively aspected, there'll be a lot of gossiping going on in your family. Also, when it comes to your emotions, Gemini is very curious about things. So like you're always very curious about how you really feel, like because you find yourself always changing yourself or changing your emotions depending on your environment. So you always be like thinking like, how do I really feel about things? Like how am I really feeling? Like I don't know what I'm really feeling right now, because I'm trying to like cater to somebody, or I'm trying to give my healing to somebody else. I'm not really like thinking about how I really feel about things. So you're going to always be curious, and your mind is going to always be moving, like the Gemini being ruled by Mercury, fast moving. Your mind is always going to be thinking about your emotion and how you feel about things. And also your family life, communication is always A1. If it's negatively aspected, a lot of gossiping going on in your family and all that. So seventh house, seventh sign of the zodiac is Libra. Libra represents scales, relationships. So the seventh house for you is Virgo. And I remember I said how you have a good imagination and you really can manifest things when you use your imagination and use things in reality to put that together. So imagination for y'all is A1, but y'all need help when it comes to like doing things in reality, doing things in the matrix, doing things when it comes to like tangible things. And having Virgo in your seventh house, you need a partner that has Virgo energy. And what Virgos will do for y'all, that will help y'all out big time. Virgos have a tendency to know exactly how to be practical, to know exactly how to manifest things in reality. They're really like logical in their thinking, the perfectionists. They're really good at doing the same thing every day, having a steady routine. So they'll really help you bring that imagination, that wide, broad, beautiful, mystical imagination of yours, and put it into something in reality that will make you be more successful. Like you need Virgo energy in a relationship, because that's the perfect balance for having somebody that's really imaginative, somebody that's really practical, and putting that together is like you will be successful. Like you have the idea and you have the work behind it, and put it together. It's like the perfect balance. And your 10th house represents career, because remember Capricorn is the 10th sign. Capricorns like to climb to the top of success. The 10th house is on the top of the chart. So your 10th house is in Sagittarius. So when it comes to your career, you want something that will like allow you to be freedom is everything for you in a career. You want a job that will allow you to be free. You want a job that will allow you to travel. So like I said, that 9 to 5 mundane, doing the same thing every day, that gives you no freedom. You understand that your higher purpose is not just to work for somebody like that, to be stuck in the cubicle or be stuck in the matrix doing that 9 to 5. So you really need to find a way to monetize your talent, because you are talented. You have a gift of being able to connect with the higher power better than any other sign. So you have to find a way to use that mind, imaginational mind, and to put it into reality, to make to monetize it, to make money for yourself, so that your career will be for you being yourself, being creative. You could travel, you could have freedom, and that's like that Sagittarius in your 10th house. That's what you crave, is being able to be free, no restrictions when it comes to your career. You could travel, you could learn from different cultures, you could learn things and also higher knowledge when it comes to your career. So like things that you could do that you're gonna always be learning every single day, traveling, learning about different cultures, and most importantly, being free with who you are internally, like having freedom. That 9-to-5 matrix is not freedom because we're being told what to do all the time. It's like being controlled. Like they want to control us so bad, so we have to find a way to like really do things for ourselves. I'm gonna keep preaching this because like the matrix that we're all living in, that we've been raised to believe that we're supposed to do live life a certain way, is definitely has been like a lie. Is definitely false. We have to find our own way of like living life. Like we have to find our own way of living life. So stop listening to people. Stop listening to people that have brainwashed us growing up. But anyway, get off that topic real quick. So physical appearance. So boom, Pisces is ruled by the fish. So I'm not trying to be funny, but when it comes to physical appearance, you're gonna have like fish-like features. So when it comes to fish, they have like really big bulging eyes, so bigger eyes. If you're not looking like a stoner, if you're not looking like chinky-eyed, you're gonna have really big eyes, big, really dreamy eyes. Though people are gonna be like I said, they're gonna be staring at you a lot because like your whole energy and your face is just like dreamy and enticing and mystical and like magical, like this magical, like just something they've never experienced before. Like I said, very rare placement. So like when people see you, they're gonna be staring at you because they're like, you're so beautiful, kind of thing. And so you're gonna have really big eyes. Your nose is gonna be a little smaller, but you're gonna have thicker lips. Like the fish have big eyes and like thicker lips, so you're gonna have like flat cheeks. Your nose is gonna be a little smaller, but bigger eyes and like thicker lips. But a dreamy presentation, and your energy is just gonna be beautiful. Like just because you're empathic, you feel for everybody's pain, everybody's joy. Like you really feel people's energy. So you love feeling energies and feeling people's energy. So you're gonna have that vibration that you give off is gonna be like a beautiful, somebody that's really beautiful in their nature. And also like besides isolation, that'll help y'all recharge. Being in nature and also being around animals really help y'all because animals really give us unconditional love. Like animals, like as a human, like humans don't give each other unconditional love. Having a dog or a cat, like having that animal, they will give you unconditional love. They'll give you that that nourishment that you need. They're going to really help you recharge. Also being in nature, because nature, we are all nature. So going back to yourself in nature is going to help you recharge and get back to like who you are. And to help you find your purpose is really, you're going to need isolation to like really go within yourself. Because when you're around people, you automatically change your energy to try and match and blend in with theirs because you're mutable. So you're really good at doing it. But being isolated will help you really like be in tune with inside yourself, so you know exactly why you're here. Because you're not here to work a 9-to-5. You're not here to like, you've lived every single life already. So you're here to really like figure it out so you can really go back to source. You're the last step, Pisces, before going back to source. So that was my Pisces Rising video. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I'm about to keep these videos coming. You already know. I finally finished the series. I appreciate all y'all for watching. And then my next video is going to be on the Scorpio Moon Part 2 because a lot of y'all have been asking me for that. So I already got you. There's a lot more coming with this channel. I'm just getting started. Like I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Like I'm just getting started. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of different things I want to do for y'all. So definitely if you subscribe, I already fuck with you heavy, big time, big time. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and handle that one time for your boy. Drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy, Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.